if you saw the interview with Holly's aunt Lynn last night, who told us that she herself lifted floorboards and discovered bloody toddler clothing, blood that got on her, fresh enough that it actually got on her and that she had to get it cleaned off. The police had to help her clean it off. That happened. She said that the police reached out to her and told her not to talk to the media, that we are not her friend. That is what the police told this grieving family member, not to talk to the media. We are not their friend. And just so that we are all clear, friends here, okay, just so we're all clear, the only reason that they were there is because those family members called the press. They called the press and said, please come with us and show this, put it out there. And that's what we did. And wouldn't you know it, state authorities came back, processed the scene again. But we're not their friends, right? We're not the family members' friends. This is what the police actually told family members. So I want to know, what is it? What is it that the police are trying to hide here other than covering their asses for what they didn't do before? That's what I'd like to know. In the meantime, I want to bring in Chris Swecker. He is the former assistant director of the FBI Criminal Investigations Unit. Chris, pardon me for being so bloody angry, but to see not only potential unknown victims treated this way, right? Nothing to see here, not going to collect any blankets, not going to collect DNA, hard drives, naked pictures of babies and children, bloody clothing. We're not going to collect any of it. There's nothing to see here. Really, what's the point, was what the families were told. Not only are they not going to satisfy potential victims out there and give them closure, they're also not satisfying the story for these poor grieving parents who know that their children were killed on that ranch. I am at a loss to explain this, Chris. Please help me get off the ledge.
No, I don't think I can, Ashleigh. I served in Oklahoma City, one of my first offices in the FBI. There are a lot of professional police departments there, but this isn't one of them. I mean, everything I've read and heard about this case just points to gross professional negligence and just maybe even ignorance. I mean, I just, it's astounding. You know, anybody in law enforcement would recognize this as a potential internet predator. They've been around for a long time, and they get on cell phones and they get on computers and they make contacts through contacts. So they use children and other children to get them in contact with other children, and they do horrible things. And I'll tell you this,
Chris, if he was capable of putting a bullet in the head of 5 kids and his own wife, why should these police not think, dear God, it is so possible there were other children killed here, other people, other victims killed here who were restrained to these filthy mattresses on the floor, who might be depicted in some of those pictures they didn't bother to find. And can I also tell you, one of the officers in the second go-round, when the police came back, Aunt Lynn was in the house and moved a dresser and found Velcro restraints attached to the back of the dresser. She pointed it out to the officer that was there and said, you should take these. And the officer said, nope, you can toss them out unless you want to take them home yourself. Those were the words she said the officer actually used to her. This, as she also discovered a phone with a panda wallet. I think we have a picture of it. I want to ask our control room to put that phone up. It's the kind of little panda wallet on the back of a phone that you would likely only see with a young or teenage girl. There it is right there. A little phone with a panda wallet on the back. That was found that the police had never found. And at this point, I'm wondering if there's so much compromised evidence in this house that even if there may be other perpetrators, other men who use this location in collusion with Jesse McFadden, how are we going to prosecute them now that the police didn't bother to collect it and the families had to?
Well, I'm shocked that the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation wasn't working on this from day one with that many, a multiple mass homicide involving children with internet, obvious internet. This is a lair of an internet predator and an in-person predator. Whenever you have an internet predator, you have someone who is exploiting children in person as well. And they're often networked, as you pointed out, Ashleigh. There's high potential for other victims. That should have been recognized the second they walked into that crime scene. If they were a detective or they had any professional law enforcement acumen or experience at all. I mean, this is very bad. I hope that they're getting the FBI involved, because this is what they do. They have entire units devoted to this type of thing. They know how to exploit computer and electronic evidence. I can criticize them in some areas, but not in this area. They're very good. And they should have called them in from day one. But
well, we haven't seen any jackets with FBI. We haven't. The thing that worries the families, Chris. The thing that worries I'm sorry, we have a delay, but the thing that's worrying the families is that they believe that their daughter's rapes may already be online and they don't even know about it. So we're going to have to continue to follow this. And hopefully when we do see some FBI presence on this, maybe we will get some of that resolution that you're talking about. But I'm as distressed, if not more than you, about this. Chris Swecker, thank you, as always, for your expertise. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.